Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me once again. March the 9th. Holy cow. Time just flies, doesn't it? Here we are, already in March, and things are getting hot. So, if you have not been caught up to speed on what's going on with the Compchain stuff, my goodness, you need to get in and get in now. 50,000 spots. That's it. 50,000 people. There's a promo going on. And if you don't take advantage of it, you're going to be really sorry that you didn't because it's going fast. As of today, we're coming up, I think it's just about to 2,000 people have started doing this just in the last, hasn't been a week yet since we started this. It's awesome, guys. It's amazing what's going on. People are coming in left and right, and why? Why is that? Obviously, there's two reasons, right? We're going to talk about the two reasons why Compchain you got to get in right now, because that's kind of the well, what do I get? What do I get with Compchain? Right? Why? What's that? How does that benefit me to be in Compchain? Why should I do it? Right? So here's really what it comes down to. Okay, number one, and this is the selling point of Compchain is that it protects you, your identity, and it protects your downline, your team. Now, what I mean by that, for brand new people, right, people that don't maybe have a lot of experience in networking, or they've maybe only ever signed up two or three people or something. Now, yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe to say, well, who cares? If I have to start over again, it's not a big deal. I know who my three people are, right? But for anyone that has done this for a long time, it's been in different companies and built a large team, it makes all the sense in the world, for a lot of different reasons. So we'll kind of go over those. So number one, I'll just give you an example. I was in a company, and I went and I built it, and it was going good. And then all of a sudden, the CEO, the owner of the company, came in and said, "Hey, you know what? We think it would help the company if we took this group, this big group that you got, and moved them over this other new guy that's coming in, right? Because we got a big leader, he's coming in, and the only way he'll come in is if we give him a leg, right? If we give him a leg that's already done, that's already growing and building and stuff. That's the only way. And so it'll help the company, it'll help everybody. So, be a team player and, sacrifice and let us have this leg to give to him so that, he can come over and be part of the company." Like, what? No, that's my team. What thinks you have the right to move that leg? What? And they think they own it, right? Okay, no, not good, right? And I ended up leaving that company over that. Other things that happen, right? Maybe you're in a company and you've been doing it and you've been building it for a long time, and you're excited and things are going great and stuff, and then for whatever reason, it might be because you made a mistake and you did something you weren't supposed to, so compliance got a hold of you, and they terminate you, right? Or maybe the company itself is not doing so good, and they go out of business, right? So you've got this whole team that you've built over time. You've been supporting them, you've been doing webinars, you're doing all this stuff, and all of a sudden, because you got terminated or because the company went out of business, it's gone. It's just gone, right? Now you have to go find another company to work with, and you have to start from scratch. And if you try and take the people from the team you already built, then they're gonna sue you, right? They're going to tell you, no, you have to go find all brand new people, right? All these relationships you've built, all these people that you've been working with, they're our people. They're not your people. And if you touch them, if you try and recruit them into this other company where you go, then we're going to sue you. Happens all the time, right? Or just maybe you're just dissatisfied, right? Maybe you built the whole team and you got everybody going, and you're working it, and for a few years, and then a new thing comes along that you like better, right? and you think your main leaders would like better. And so you talk about it and you say, hey, let's make a move, let's go do this other thing. And so you resign from the other company, right? And you go, and now next thing you know, that original company is suing you because you stole their people. Happens all the time in our industry, and it's the underbelly, right? It's the dark side of our industry. It's sad. Well, so what does Compchain do? It protects you from that. It protects you from that because now you build your network. You invite people that you have a relationship with, that are your friends or your family or whoever, right? Business professionals that you're working with. You sign them up, and now that's with you. Now, obviously, they're not jailed in, right? And if there's a disagreement or whatever, they're not, they could quit, right? They could cancel their spot or whatever, right? So it's protecting you from the outside. Okay, it's protecting you from outside things trying to destroy your team. Okay, now internally, if you decide to make a move, or one of your leaders decide to make a move, then that's a different story, right? But yeah, externally, it keeps from cross recruiting from happening. It keeps from the companies wanting to take over and thinking that they own your network. That is what you're protected against. Okay, so that's number one. That's the number one reason. That's why it's so attractive. That's why they actually have several now other companies, other multi-level companies, network marketing companies that are using Compchain now, and they think it's great, right? And they're doing millions of dollars through Compchain because they like that concept. Okay, now obviously maybe some big companies are already established and all that. Maybe they won't ever adopt it because they're already up and going. But new startup companies, right? New companies that want to get going, I think they really like this idea. And now with the new millennial mentality, it's what's going to be attractive for that age group is saying, hey, yeah, I'm the influencer. I'm the one that put this all together, right? It's my group. It doesn't belong to anybody else. And so at me as the influencer, if I decide, hey, this is what I want to start influencing about, right? This new opportunity or this new thing, then I can then share that with my whole team, and away we go, right? And that doesn't belong to any other company. So it's really attractive, and new startups are getting that, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, we better jump onto that because the new leaders, they get it, and they're gonna say, oh, you're not using Compchain? Yeah, we don't. We're not going to work with you, basically. So it's going to be good. So that's the number one reason. Okay, that's the we'll call it the general reason. And it's a good reason, right? Especially now that it's free, right? Especially now that you can join for free and just get in and be part of it and actually make money right now for getting in and building it, right? And it's not costing you anything. Okay, so that's really cool. But the second reason, and this is directed more at people that are already in, right? That came in, or not in Compchain, but in with us and what we're doing with the whole concept of doing activities that pay out. Okay, all of this was born in basically October of 2016 with a concept of, hey, wouldn't it be nice to be able to do things and get paid for doing things versus selling things, right? So instead of selling essential oils, instead of selling weight loss shakes, or instead of selling Forex training or whatever, right? We don't want to sell stuff. We don't want to deal with the overpriced, products and things that are out there that cause attrition, right? Cause people to quit. We don't want to deal with that. We want to be able to say, hey, it's super easy to get involved, right? Even free to get involved. And you do stuff and we'll pay you for doing that stuff. Okay. Wow. It was a radical concept. Okay. Radical, just totally, holy cow. Yeah. And it attracted hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world that wanted to participate in something like that. Okay. The getting rid of the forced autoship, getting rid of the super expensive monthly that you have to pay in most other companies, right? Getting rid of that. And instead, just having it be an activity. problem we ran into with that original concept was the technology and the abuse. Okay, those two things. There was a lot of abuse that happened, right? There was the technology couldn't handle it. It couldn't protect against abuse, and there were scamsters out there. Right? There were people that were taking advantage of it. They were parasites, right? Parasites, people that just said, "Hey, there's money to be had. I'm going to set up emulators. I'm going to set up, robots or bots that are just doing all the stuff for me, and not, actually do it myself or not be a real person." Now, the problem with that, obviously, is that people paying for it, right? But where does the money come from? The money is coming from advertising dollars, right? It's coming from companies that are paying to get people to watch their video, to download their game, to do their survey, whatever, right? Because they think they're going to get some value out of that, right? They think that, hey, maybe this person goes and downloads that game. Maybe later they'll actually pay real money in the game to buy whatever, right? Some new, power ups and stuff. Or, hey, because they watch this video, we got some good information about what they think about this stuff, right? So that's the idea. But if it's just an emulator, if it's just a bot out there doing it, they're not going to get real feedback. There's no possibility of that robot actually going in and playing the game. And so that's what happens, right? Abusive stuff happened. People that just wanted to, suck the life out of it as a parasite and leave the host dead, right? That's what parasites do. And it ruined it for the rest of us. That's what happened. Okay. And it was disappointing. So they've been working on it. They've been retooling it. But because of that, way back in March of 2017, so 2 years ago, that's when they started this whole concept of Compchain. They said, how can we protect both the vendors, right, the people paying for the activities, and the field, right? How can we protect everybody, make sure that the abusers can't do that? And so they created Compchain. Compchain, based on blockchain, is a platform where it verifies who we are, right? It verifies that we're real. It verifies our downline. And so, wow, what happens? Now we get the benefit, right? Okay, so all the first reason I talked about, protecting your team and your identity, and you build it once, it's yours forever, and all that. Okay, that's good for us, but now it's really good for the vendors as well, right? For the advertisers, because now they can say, "Oh, Jeremy's a real person," right? They know that. They can know because I've done my KYC, my know your customer. Okay, so I paid for my KYC. They verified who I am. They know I'm a real person. They know my address. They know where I live. Right? They know that I'm a living, breathing person. Okay, and so they're comfortable now saying, okay, we will advertise to him. Right now, obviously, advertising is always going to be a little bit hit and miss. You never know who's going to actually do what, but at least they know I'm real. Right, and they're willing to take that chance, right? Just like they're willing to pay for advertising on TV. They don't know how many exact viewers they're going to get on a TV commercial or the radio. They don't know how many people are actually going to listen to the commercials, or even a newspaper. I don't know how many people are actually going to read the newspaper, if they still do, right? But at least they know it's going to a real person. Okay, and so that's the whole idea. And then on top of that, so that's Compchain. Okay. Then on top of that, there's going to be other things coming out with another blockchain that has to do with our data and our information, so that it can be targeted, right? Because if they can now say, hey, you know what? We know that Jeremy likes Captain Marvel, right? We're going to go see Captain Marvel today. I'm excited. So we're going to go see Captain Marvel. Jeremy likes Marvel movies, right? He's into the Avengers and all that. Oh, okay. So now they know they can target, right? They can say, hey, we've got a special thing just for people that like Marvel movies, right? Maybe a video or whatever, or they've got T-shirts they're selling that have to do with, Iron Man or whatever, right? And so, now they can say, yeah, that he would even be better. He'd even be more likely to buy that T-shirt, and I actually did. I bought a Captain Marvel T-shirt for my daughter yesterday. So, yeah, I like to buy things that have to do with the Marvel universe. Great. So now it can be targeted. So they know I'm a real person. Not only that, they know what I like, right? What I'm into, what I'm interested in, and so they can target that. Now it doesn't guarantee, obviously, that I'm going to buy the shirt, but they know that there's a good chance, right? Because they know who I am and what I like. So that's the whole idea with this concept of blockchain and Compchain and knowing who I am and verifying I'm a real person, and then knowing not only I'm real, but what I like, what I'm interested in, and can target those things to me. That's what we're talking about. Okay, that's what's coming now with all of this stuff they've been developing over time. So when people ask, why should I join Compchain? That's exactly why now. It's to protect who you are, protect your team, build it once and you're done. And now, because of the concept of doing activities and getting paid for doing those activities, right? Now they can verify who I am and what I like and all of that. And now they can give me high paying activities, not just little surveys that pay, 10 cents. No, now they can give us stuff that pays dollars, right? $5, $20 or more, just for what, a 5 to 10 minute activity. That's really cool. Okay, that will make this go crazy. So that's why you should join Compchain. And after all, it's free. Okay, it's free to join. When you join, you get $3 worth of cocoa to use to pay for your people to join with you, okay? And then when you help them go out and build and get 3 more each, they're going to pay you, right? So it's amazing. They're giving us free money to go out and build ourselves a network that we can later utilize to monetize these activities that are going to be coming in. And the cool thing is, nobody had to buy anything. Now, there might be offers that are paid offers, right? There might be things that come out. Maybe there's, I don't know, maybe there is a healthy energy drink or a weight loss product or something I might be interested in. But at least it'll be something that is not a forced auto ship, and it'll be something that is priced correctly, right? Or maybe it's a Captain Marvel T-shirt, right? That comes in and I buy it. And because I bought that Captain Marvel T-shirt, 10 people up the tree get paid, right? That's the kind of thing we're talking about. So, yeah, for me, it's a no-brainer. And if you're interested in making money from home, there's no better way to do it than this. And I'm going to tell a really quick story, right? Because I think a lot of people in our industry, in this network marketing business or industry, they're frustrated. And I totally get it, because I was there back in 2009, right? Now, I've been doing this for a long time. I did Amway, I did Melaleuca for a while. But in 2009, I joined a company that I thought was like, wow, it was going to be the company of all companies, right? It was called Effusion. So you might remember Effusion. So 2009, I'm joining Effusion. And so this is a typical story I think a lot of people can relate to. So I go to a meeting, and I'm there at the meeting, and there's the guy up in front, and he's talking about how amazing this opportunity is, because he is now making $10,000 a month. And all it did, he joined 3 months before, right? So in 3 months, he was already making $10,000 a month. And he told the story about how, he got invited, and he was skeptical, but he got his credit card and he did it, and he started telling some people, and he made it sound so easy, right? And it sounds so easy. And all of us were just captivated. We're like, wow, this is amazing. And it was all about, this new and upcoming product, which was a healthy energy drink, right? So 2009, that was when Red Bull was really starting to take off. And people were scared, like, oh, but it's, Red Bull is dangerous. It's, it's not good for you, whatever. And so they had this new product. It was a healthy energy drink. Oh, it was amazing. It was the first time anyone ever heard of a healthy energy drink ever. So we were all wowed by it, right? And then, it's very simple. It's a 3x15 matrix, and you just come in And you get 3 people, and then it just starts to build, and it duplicates out, and you can make, if you filled out a full 3 by 15 matrix, you'd be making $1 gazillion a month, and just the whole spiel. And how easy is it? Oh, it's so easy, just get 3, and okay, so we all, yeah, pull out our credit cards, right, and we buy ourselves this box of healthy energy drink, and $170, right? Because it was $150 plus $20 for shipping. Okay, so $170 to buy this box of energy drinks. So I do it. I get it. It comes to my house, and I'm thinking, this is so cool, and it tastes good. All right, this is good stuff. So I start spreading it. Talking to people. Hey, do this. Get on Facebook. Get everywhere. Tell them. Trying to do it. I'm going to the meetings, right? I'm there at the meetings, and oh yeah, I'm hearing all the stories, and I'm like getting excited, and I can do this. And I finally, after about 2 weeks, I got one person, a lady that I knew, that she contacted me. She said, "Wow, this sounds really good. Should I do it?" And I convinced her, "Yeah, you should do it. You should do it." So she did. She bought $170 worth of energy drinks. There's 24 cans for $170. Think about that. Anyway, so she gets in, but here's the problem with that comp plan. You made $5 per person underneath you in the whole matrix, right? Just $5 per person. Okay, so you basically had to have, what was that, like 25 people to break even, right? And it's crazy. So, but still, it's okay. It was exciting. I was getting it, but the problem was, by the first month or second month here, now they're saying, oh, now you got to buy another box of energy drinks. Another $170, really? Oh, where am I going to get that? Oh my goodness. And I was thinking about it, and then I found out that you could actually suspend your auto ship, right? You could turn off your auto ship for 1 month and skip, right? But then the next month you had to turn it back on, or else you would be terminated. So I did that. I contacted customer support. I said, hey, can you put it on hold? Don't ship this month. It was not ready yet, because you had to have 3 people before you ever made a dime. Okay. So then finally, in the second month, I finally convinced my dad to do it. Right. I convinced him, hey, Dad, check this out. This is fun. And he said, all right, I'll buy one. I'll see how it goes. Right. So he went and he joined and bought himself some healthy energy drinks. And so I had 2 people, right? And I was excited. I had 2 people. Yeah, I'm going, and it's getting exciting. And some people are making a lot of money because they're really good, but I didn't have the skill set. I didn't know what I was doing, really, right? I was still learning all this stuff. And so I'm battling, I'm figuring out, I'm trying, how can I make this work, right? So then the third month comes, and I've got to pay my auto ship again. Okay, I scrimp and save, and I throw in my credit card again, and another $170, and I'm thinking, oh man, is this really going to work? Is this going to actually happen for me? And then guess what? In the fourth month, company, they closed their doors. They went out of business. They said, we're done. We can't sustain this. Bye-bye. And it was like, what? I just spent $400 on 48 cans of energy drink, and I got this lady who's now mad at me. I got my dad going, see, yeah, told you it wouldn't work, right? That's typical. That is the typical story right there. And it's so sad. It was, now I was not a quitter, right? And so obviously, I was bitten by the bug. I believed in the concept. And so I started looking, what other things. I didn't quit, right? I didn't give up. And because I didn't give up, I finally, found a mentor, and I was able to get in another company and learn the things I needed to. But it took me years, right? Years and years of learning and going to meetings and figuring it out and everything, till I finally, got to where I was making money. But the average person can't do that. The average person gets frustrated. The average person, no. And so what I love about what we're doing is that it's free. Okay. There's no forced auto ship. It's not, $150, $170 for some products that you may or may not use. It's not, $150 to $200 for some service to teach you how to do Forex and how to do, trading and whatever. No, it's not that. It is free. Okay. Free to join, free to come in and start building out your team. They're paying you to build your team. And then on top of that, now they're going to give you things, activities to do that pay. And nobody has to buy anything. Now, there will be things that people want to buy, for sure. They don't have to, right? And we're just going to be able to go and do the activities, get paid on the activities ourselves, right? What we do will pay us. And then if we're building out a team, we'll get paid on the activities of the team. And that is awesome because now we don't have attrition, which is when people quit, right? We don't have people dropping out. We don't have people having to call in to turn off their auto ship because they can't afford it this month, right? We have people coming in for free and participating and earning from the activities that are provided. And so why would they ever quit? Why would they ever quit? Right? They wouldn't, because they're having a good result. Okay, they're having a good time. They're making money, and it didn't cost them anything. And they're in, and it's growing, and it's fun. That's what we have here, guys. That's what we have with what we're doing with Compchain. That is the reality now. Okay, that's what we're going to start seeing starting probably next week. That they're going to start providing those activities for us. And, probably, I'll just be straight up, it's probably going to be slower at first, right? I don't know that we'll have a whole ton of activities right at the very beginning. I think it'll be limited, right? Just a few. You're going to test it out. Here's one, try it out. Okay, here's another one, try it out. And then it'll kind of start accelerating, right? And then they'll say, okay, here's some more, here's some more, here's some more. It's not like it's not going to be daily. It's not going to be daily at the beginning. Okay. It will be, okay, here's one for this week, right? Okay, here's another one for next week. And then as time goes on, then yeah, we might get more, right? But at the beginning, it's going to be just, one here, another there. As we start to build this out, as the advertisers get comfortable with the model, as we continue to grow, get more people involved, all of that, it's going to kind of start out slow, and then then it'll start going really good, and it's going to be fun. So with that, I created a presentation today that kind of just goes through this promo. So hopefully that was a good understanding of why we're here, what we're doing, and why this is so amazing, and the power of retention, right? What retention means for you, where you don't have to keep replacing people that quit on you because they can't afford it anymore. There's something to be said. It was Dexter Yeager who said, a little bit of a lot is more than a lot of a little. Okay, so that's what we're talking about here. We're not talking about, big, giant, mega sales, but you only get a few of them. We're talking about just a whole bunch of people having a good time, coming in. It's inexpensive. It's easy. It's fun. They make a little bit of money. And if you make a little bit of money off of that little bit of money, but it's huge, then you're going to make a lot. Okay. That's what we're talking about. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to go through this real quick. All right. Welcome, everybody, to today's presentation on Compchain. My name is Jeremy Jenkins, and it is a pleasure to be able to share with you today all about Compchain, its benefits, how it can help you and your team to really monetize and make some money. So what is this? It is the first blockchain product offered for multi-level marketing, or MLM, network marketing, okay? And Compchain, its title is It's Your Network. Now, why is that important? Well, think of it this way. Let's understand really quick what blockchain is, okay? So blockchain is a cloud-based database that's shared by all the participants in a system, okay, that protects and verifies the data, all right? So we know that, the number one use for blockchain right now is cryptocurrency, or Bitcoin. Okay, so in this case, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at, let's assume Alice wants to send some money to Ben. Now, what happens is there is a block created, okay, online, and it represents this transaction of Alice sending money to Ben. Now, the block is then broadcast to the whole network, okay, it's decentralized, and it's sent out to everybody. And then all those people participating decide if it's true or not, right? They validate it, okay? They validate and approve that transaction, right? So it's not a third party, it's not a bank, it's not an auditor, it's not somebody out there that decides. It's everybody. Everybody verifies that transaction, validates it, makes sure it's true, so that nobody can then go back and make a change, right? So if there's 100 validators and one of them kind of said, "Hey, I'm going to go change it. I'm going to change how much money Alice really sent to Ben." The other 99 would say, "No, we have the true transaction. Sorry," right? And that's the one that stands. Okay. So then once it's validated, then it's added to the chain, which provides a permanent, non-repudiable, and transparent record of the transaction. So it's done. It's on there. Okay. And then finally, Ben gets the money. Okay. Now let's apply this to network marketing, right? Let's apply this to our team. So let's say that Alice wants to sign up Ben. Okay. So Alice is going to sign up Ben, right? So it creates a block of the transaction of Alice signing up Ben as her personal enrollee in the tree. Okay, then that block is broadcast out. All the people on the nodes and the mining with the gigahash and everything, that is validated, and then it's put on the block and it's done. Okay, so then now Ben is enrolled to Alice, right? So that same kind of concept. Okay, it's on there, it's transparent, it's done. So because it's transparent, everybody can see, right? Everybody can go in and see. And if the CEO of a company or somebody tries to go in and change that or cross recruit or whatever and move it, it would be visible. Everybody would see it. Everybody would be like, "Whoa, what happened there?" Right? And yeah, it can't be done, and because it's permanent on the blockchain. Okay, so that is the advantage we have of using blockchain to protect everything we're doing. Now, Compchain lets you monetize your network, right? So now, as you build that out on your own block in the blockchain, so the basic steps are you join it, okay? So you validate your identity. You've got your block on the chain, on the blockchain, and now you have access to the back office, the blockchain software, okay, Compchain. You own it. So later down the line, as you build this out and you've got a big team going on and everything, you can actually purchase a node that allows you to have that personal blockchain data even in your home, right? If you wanted to, okay? A complete unalterable record of your team. And then you monetize it, right? So then as your team is growing and everything, then you have product providers who go out and sell their products to your network. So basically, activities, app downloads, video watches, T-shirt sales, whatever it is, right? All kinds of different products that can be sent out to your team, and when people buy it, then you make money. Okay, so Compchain offers the service of documenting your personal and professional information on the blockchain. Once your information is stored on Compchain, it begins a master tracking record. Can't be altered or deleted. It protects the history of all your transactions. For example, transactions like personal recruiting, product sales, and commissions are accurately linked to you for life on the Compchain. Once you begin assembling your team and tracking all your transactions in Compchain, you can purchase that node, right, the hardware that gives you control and ownership of your organization. And as you invite other associates to join you in Compchain, you're protected, and they are protected as you build your business into the future. And then at the end of the day, let's say you get to a point where you just want to retire, right? You want to be done. You could sell your whole Compchain block once it's built. It's an asset, right? You could say, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to go sell it for millions of dollars and just retire. Okay, you can do that. Now, Compchain uses the Coco coin, right? Every blockchain on the planet uses a coin. So Bitcoin has its own blockchain. Ethereum has its own blockchain. All the different blockchains have a coin, and Compchain's is called Compcoin, or Coco for short. That's the short name for it. Okay, so as we work inside of Compchain, we're going to be utilizing our Coco coins to do all of the things. So what's the first step? Well, it's registration. All right. So the first thing you got to do is join. You got to sign up. So you get a link from your sponsor or a code, right? You go to compchain.io and you sign up, name, address, phone number, all that stuff, put in your validation code, and now you are in Compchain. You're now on the block, and you will receive $3 worth of Coco just for signing up. Okay. So here's how it works. Once you're in, okay, now you're going to log in. You're going to see you have those $3 worth of Coco in your wallet that you will use to pay for the sponsorship of 3 new members. Okay, so when you sign up, your sponsor has to pay $1 for you, right? You don't pay it, your sponsor does, right? So your sponsor is paying for you to join. Now, where'd the sponsor get his money from? Everybody that joins gets the 3 Coco. Okay, so it started right from the top. So nobody had to spend anything really. It's just $3 that you get for free for joining that you can then use to pay for your future people. Okay, so you copy your link from the dashboard and you share it with everybody. At least 3 people to get started with, and then the next step is you need to verify your identity. Okay, so you need to verify with KYC. That's Know Your Customer, and it costs $15. So you do need to get $15 worth of Bitcoin to be able to pay for your KYC. So you will need to use some kind of a Bitcoin wallet, whether that's Coinbase or Uphold or whatever you like to use. Okay, you're going to need $15 worth of Bitcoin to pay for your KYC, Know Your Customer, so that they can verify that you're a real person, right? Because they don't want any abuse going on. Since this is blockchain, it's permanent, right? And we want to make sure that everybody on there is real, that they're not a scammer, that they're not a fake identity. It needs to be real people that are joining us. And so that's why they require that we do KYC. Now, the KYC, you have to remember that is coming from a third party, all right? So this is not Compchain that's verifying everything. It's actually a third party that's doing it. That's where the cost is. So Compchain isn't charging you. You're not paying $15 to them. Okay, you're paying $15 to the third party KYC company that's going to verify who you are. Now they might ask for a passport or driver's license. Depending on who you are, they might ask for a utility bill. It just depends. Most likely it'll just be like a driver's license. So it's pretty simple. Then here's how it works. Okay, so as I mentioned, you join for free with your code, and now you are in, and your sponsor pays for you with $1 worth of Coco. Okay, so they're going to see you on their downline. They're going to then click on the link that says pay sponsorship fee. They click on that, and then they're going to get an email that says they need to confirm it or authorize it, and they click on that. Now you're in, okay, and it's costing them 1 Coco. So now you're in, and you're going to get $3 worth of Coco in your wallet, and you're going to use that to sign up 3 people of your own. Okay, so you're going to go invite 3 people. You're going to send your link to those 3 people. They're going to join. You're going to verify it. They'll pay your $3 in Coco to get each of the 3 people in. And then next thing you need to do is make sure they become KYC verified as well. Once they do, right? So you're KYC verified. They're KYC verified. Now you're going to earn $15 in Coco. So basically, you just got reimbursed. Okay, so it cost you $15 to verify your identity, but you just got $15 back. So now you just broke even, right? It was still free, technically. Okay, now the next step is you want to earn more. So you're going to go help those 3 people sign up 3 of their own. Okay, you're going to be a leader now, right? And once those 9 people come in and they're all KYC verified, right? So they all pay for their $15 KYC. Now you earn an additional $30 worth of Coco, and your network has a jump start with the 12 people. Okay, so now you've made a total of basically $45 just for signing people up. Okay, that's the paid activity, right? Your first activity is to go and enroll people, and then you get paid to do that. Okay, so now you have 12 people and you've earned $45 worth. But the best news is you didn't have to pay any membership fees or purchase any products or anything. All you did was just verify your ID with the KYC to verify you're a real person, and you basically got reimbursed from your first 3 enrollees. Okay, now this is just the start of the building of your network to prepare for Compchain's product integration. The more people you have in your network, the more opportunity you will have as products are implemented with Compchain down the line, right? So we're getting paid to do stuff. What's the first thing we're doing? We're enrolling people, right? So we have activity of enrolling 3 people, then 12 people, all for free, right? They're just joining for free. You got the Cocos to sign them up. And then down the line, in the next few weeks or so, they'll continue to introduce new things, apps to download, videos to watch, different things, and all of those will pay. So not only did you get to join basically for free and make $30 in the process, but now you're going to be able to make more money when the different activities come out. And if your team members are doing those activities, you're going to make money from them as well. Okay. Now here's how it works. So when you enroll, you're in the matrix like this. So it's a 3x10 matrix. Okay. So you enroll your first 3 people, they're going to go on this first line here. Okay. And then as you continue to build it out, those people are going to bring in people, and you're going to bring in people. So it's going to fill in. Okay. So your second row is 9 people. So as you bring in a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th, it starts to fill in. And then, of course, it's going to go to the 7th and 8th person there, and then of course it's going to go down to the 3rd level, which has 27 people on it. Okay, because this is a forced matrix, right? So that means there's only 3 on the first, 9 on the second, 27 on the third, and you continue to bring in people. So the 9th person goes there, the 10th person, so on. It continues to fill in all the way down 10 levels. Okay, so between you and your team, you're building this out. 88,572. You brought in 10, and between everybody else working, it fills in all the way. Okay, so it's pretty awesome, pretty amazing what you can do. Just by inviting a few people to come in for free. Okay. Now here's an important thing though. To be able to earn as people do the activities in your structure, let's assume that your leader is working hard and they put in a bunch of people before you do. Okay, so it fills in and you got some spillover. Well, if those people on that first row of yours, you didn't bring them in and they're doing activities, you're not going to get paid on them. Okay, same thing. What if they go and they start building and those people on your second row start to do activities, and that money is going to skip you. You're not going to get paid on that. As those people do things, you have to participate. You have to do your part. So what do you have to do? You have to enroll somebody. Once you enroll somebody, it unlocks that first level. Okay. Then you enroll a second person and it unlocks the second level. So now you're able to earn off of those 2 levels. Now, of course, same thing. 3rd level, it starts to build out. People are inviting people, and you go, holy cow, I got all these people on my 3rd level, and I want to make money when they do their activities. What do I got to do? Oh, you enroll your 3rd person, right? So now you're making money off of your 3rd level. Now, of course, the goal is to make sure you've got 3 in the first place, right? It's free to get them. But then, of course, you're going to want to get up to 10 people to unlock all 10 tiers or all 10 levels. So that's why if you get those extra $30 worth of cocoa, you're going to want to use those $30 worth of cocoa to enroll some more people to make sure you've got 10 personally, right? So that you can unlock all 10 levels and make money from everything. Okay, so if you are already a member of Compchain from before, great. You're going to get those cocos automatically awarded to you. They're in your wallet right now if you haven't looked. And you're already done your KYC, great. Okay, now the good thing is that not only you're going to make the 15 and 30, but you're also going to make 25 cents in value in cocoa per person as the network continues to grow. All right. So it's not just the 15 and another 30 for 45. It is 25 cents for every new person after that comes in on your whole team. Okay. So that's pretty good. That's pretty awesome. Now, this started on March 1st. There are only 50,000 spots. Okay. So 50,000 people that are going to get their they're 3 cocoa, and then they're 15, and they're 30. Okay, that's it, 50,000. That's what's been funded for this. So if people come in after the 50,000 are done, then they're going to have to come up with their own cocoa to be able to, enroll people and do the activities, and there won't be a 15 and 30 anymore. Okay, so get in now. Okay, get in now and do it while you still can, while there's still availability for you and your team to take advantage of this promotion, because once it's done, it's done. Now obviously, once it's all done, it'll still be worth it, because you still come in and it's just $1, to pay for people to come in, and then they're going to be able to do activities and earn money from the activities they're doing. So it's still pretty cool, after things are up and running. But hey, isn't it even better if you could join for free and be able to be reimbursed for your KYC and all that? I think so. Okay, so that's Compchain. Get back with the person that advised you to watch this. Get your questions answered and get in today. Ask them for the link. Get in and sign up. It's free. They're going to pay for you, right? $1 in cocoa, and then from there you're going to get 3 cocos to sign up your first 3 people, and you're going to make your $15 back for your KYC. And it's just a no-brainer right now if you are at all interested in taking advantage of this amazing opportunity with Compchain and the paid activities that we're talking about. There is nothing better on the planet, I can promise you. Nothing that's this cheap, that's this easy, and a way to make money online. So thanks for joining me today, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.